Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. 3 important seasons in Maine. Possibly the most important season of many is hunting season. We recently caught up with Troy Holston at his Cornish home to talk about hunting, and here's what he had to say.
I started hunting when I was about 12. I was always a natural outdoors person, always hung out, catching little things when I lived in Florida. And when I moved up to Massachusetts, my uncle was a big hunter, and I just hung out with him, and it was natural. First year I ever shot, I shot a wounded doe. Saw a doe right behind that beach. We were standing right about here, and she was just sitting there looking at us. Somebody shot her, just barely grazed the back. And it was a smaller animal. Usually we would pass them up, but because she was wounded, it took her down, and she died. She died instantaneously, which I was happy about because she's been suffering for however long. 30-06 is what I use for every big game animal that I usually shoot. I'd like to get a 22-270 for coyote and smaller animals. My uncle owns 40 acres up by Bangor, and it's usually not crowded. There's not as many people obviously up there, and there's a lot more open land. And whereas here in Cornish, it's fairly southern Maine, and it's 157 acres that my dad owns, and people seem to just walk through as often as they want. So my uncle makes blankets out of his. He collected a whole bunch of them, and he's making a really nice blanket. And I haven't decided exactly what I want to do, so I just kind of use them as throws for now. And I have, little coyote hides, and I flesh up the hides. And next year I'll be tanning my own hides, and I want to trap for beaver next year. I don't usually hunt bucks. I do like bucks, obviously. If I was given the opportunity to shoot a nice large buck, I wouldn't pass it up. But I really primarily like to shoot does because usually bucks are tougher to eat, and I love to eat venison, and that's the reason why I hunt.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I want to thank Troy Holston for joining us on the show. Tune in next week where I'll be live from another exotic Maine location.
Did you get it?
No, not quite.
I want to thank Troy Holston for giving us his time on today's show. We're going to cut because I fucked that one up.
You want me to pretend like I actually see something, or?